Welcome to episode 36, guys. We are live. We finally made it to episode 36. Wow. Who would have thought? But welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys did not listen to last week, we are recovering and we are out of the hospital. Appendix free. Young, wild, and appendix free. But that's not really the point this week. We're not going to be talking about that the whole time. What I do want to talk about is, just a lot of people. I just kind of want to jump right into this one. Let me start out by my week has been great, and I just finished my first semester here at my university, and that was great, and I'm really glad to say I've been able to do it. And to be honest with you, it was easy, and college is easy, and there's probably a lot of you who listen to this who are in college and may get triggered of what I'm about to say. So if you're a person who gets butthurt easily, just skip probably the next 5 minutes because you're probably not going to like it. College is easy. And let me start off with, I'm not in the hardest major in college. I'm in communications, and, jokes aside, a lot of people like to be like, well, communications is easy, and yes, they're right. Communications is pretty easy. But so are a lot of other majors. But here's the thing. Quick shout out to all the medical field and all them and what they do, because they're in. But I'm not trying to take away from anything I'm doing either. That's another damn thing. I don't want people to think just because I say it's easy, like it wasn't hard work. Hard work could be easy. It's just tedious. So I'm communications, and the classes I've been doing were entry level at a university. But the way people were speaking about universities were like you had to be this Albert Einstein-ass Rick and Morty guy to be in a university. You don't. There was, I was declined into this university actually 3 times before I got in. And I was like, damn, I don't think it's for me. And I just kept grinding and got in. And to be honest, as soon as I got in, it wasn't necessarily the hardest thing I've ever done. And it was a wake-up call when I first got there. But college is like following a recipe. You get your classes, you meet with the people you have to meet with, and you go to class and you do the work. And it's as simple as that. You can make it as hard as you want by not studying and not going to class. And tell you what, I should have went to class more. And the amount of times I didn't go to class, I was like, damn, I'm not going to do great. And tell you what, I fucking did. And maybe it's because the classes I'm doing were simple for me. But if you're out there, you're driving around and you're like, man, I really do want to go to a university one day, but I don't think it's for me. And I understand financials are a big problem. I do get that one. I understand. But if you're in a situation where you can go to a university and it's the mental block that's holding you back, just do it, And I know that's really fucking Nike and simple and vanilla to say, but at this point, it's really, can you follow directions? It's like, people are like, wow, I wouldn't have known I could do the workforce so easy after I got done out of high school. And I was like, well, can you follow directions? Yeah. Well, then you could do it. It's like people who say that can't cook are also those type of people. It's you're following directions. You're telling me you can't follow the directions of how to cook? You're telling me you can't set the oven to 425 and you can't stir the eggs and then put all the wet things together and then the dry things together and then mix it and then let it be in the oven for 20 minutes without opening? That's too hard? That's exactly what college is. You go, you take the classes they want you to take, you go sit in the classroom, you do the work. If you don't get it, you go to the tutor. If you still don't get it, you use some more resources. And then if those resources don't work, then maybe it's not for you. But even after all that, it's like the Ask 3 and Me thing as a kid when you're in school. You ask 3 people, hey, do you know how to do this? No, I don't. Do you know how to do this? I don't. Do you know how to do this? They don't. Then you go to the teacher and they tell you how to do it. And it's doable. And there's a lot of things that are doable too. And there's no, get degree fast scheme, and there's no get rich scheme. So just follow the directions, and play by the rules. And it's really cool to see how far it's come. And I just thought I'd share that with you, and there's a lot of people out there working their ass off for their college degree and keep grinding, but use the perspective of you get to be at a university or you get to be at a community college rather than I have to go to class today. Wake up and say, I get to go to class. I get to go to this university. I get to go to this community college. I get to go where this job. I get to have a job. I get to have a car. I get to have food on my table. And some of us, may have all your parents in the same house, or maybe you have good physical health. You haven't had to go to the doctor in the past couple of years, or maybe you got dental. Maybe you got glasses that are financially taken care of by your parents' financial, insurance. Shit like that, dude. I actually was just looking at like health insurance. That stuff is nuts. But anyway, here I'm not here to fucking lecture you guys, but here another thing. What I noticed is, to go back in time, to totally off topic here. I remember as a kid, I would be running around at like a community dinner or a birthday, and it was all fun and games, right? Until a fucking elder hits you upside the head or fucking yells at you, hey, what are you doing? You better get back to your mom. You better get back to your auntie. I think she was calling you. Dude, nothing like a party pooper elder, man. You're having the time of your life, chasing. You guys are playing freeze tag, and then, the elder comes and taps you on the shoulder and tells you to shut the fuck up. That's the ultimate party pooper. If I could count on a fucking hand how many, I can't even, dude, I've been told by an elder to shut up, or, and then I started getting good, and now I can't wait. I can't wait to be the elder at bingo to tell kids to shut up. Because when you're an elder, nobody really questions you. You could be sitting there, losing money, maybe losing some of that per capita, and everyone gets it. They're like, hey, Dom's 80 years old. He's a couple $100 in bingo. He could say what he wants. He's been going through enough shit, at the elder you get that pass. And I'm also one of those people too. If I was raised to respect the elders in my family, and all my my family elders, they're gonna be the utmost respect. But elders I don't know and that are fucking rude to me at the age I am now, I always try to be the better person and help, don't get me wrong, but fuck, I'll respect who fucking respects me. And I know that might be millennial to say, but if I'm walking around, being a nice guy to this old guy, and this guy's fucking being rude, I'm not going to fucking bend over backwards to get him his fucking cream of wheat. He can grab his own cream of wheat. Or where's your fucking daughter? Where's your son? And I know that's rude. But if it was my family relative, then it's a lot different. Of course I'm going to fucking break my neck backwards for them. But if I don't know you and you've been rude to me, or you're always talking shit on my family's name or my name, you can get your own fucking cream of wheat, or oatmeal. Anyone remember that Drake and Josh episode? The cream of wheat and the oatmeal scene. Megan threw the cookie at him, and he said, "You threw that. That was you. You dumped me in the back of the head. That's a lie." Oh, man, I miss Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh was one of my favorite shows. Everybody Hates Chris. Those shows were, I think I liked those shows a lot more. I was Team Nick, by the way. I was Team Nickelodeon. I did not mess with Disney. Cartoon Network I'd watch sometimes only when Ed, Edd n Eddy was on the show. And then there was a time I stopped watching Cartoon Network from like Ed, Edd n Eddy all the way to regular show. Like I tried to give Adventure Time a chance, but I was a Nick kid, dude. Drake and Josh. I'd watch Zoe 101, Victorious, SpongeBob for sure, Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner, or the Fairly Odd Parents, you know. And a lot of people I know were Disney. A lot of people I know were Disney fans, dude. I couldn't really watch The Wizard's Place. I mean, I thought Selena Gomez was cute, but I mean, she wasn't enough at the time for me to watch the whole network. The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, I didn't fuck with. I hated Phineas and Ferb. I just wasn't a big Disney guy either. I was all Nick. Invader Zim too. That was cool. Ren and Stimpy back in the times. I'm mixing up my words a little bit here. You know what I mean? It's nuts. You know, I look at things and get a little. I miss those times. I miss being able to turn on Nick and being able to say whatever I want. You know, watch whatever I want to watch. But yeah, I mean, back then I would watch cartoons in the hotel all the time too. I would when my mom would bring us to a hotel when we were young or something like that. That was a delicacy. We loved going to hotels. Like I remember one time our house was getting renovated or something. I think it flooded, and we got to be in a hotel for a week. And dude, that was so much fun. We went swimming every night, and that's like when Wi-Fi. You know, hotel Wi-Fi was or like better than your house Wi-Fi. So our hotel Wi-Fi was just perfect. Me and my brother got to play Xbox Live on it. We played just Halo together, or he would watch me play, or he was on his DS. I think we played the Mario Kart DS too. That was fun. But dude, we'd watch cartoons all the time. I remember one time I was in Spokane. Actually, this is a funny story. We were at a basketball tournament, and there's these like little coin purses, and they're beaded. They're like tribal beaded little coin purses, and they were so cool. I mean, as a kid, I was like, dude, I want one. And I bought one because my grandpa gave me money while I went to this tournament to get whatever I wanted, and I spent like $10 on this little coin purse, and I thought it was like for dudes, you know. The purse didn't know who bought it, and I was like, yeah, guys, look. And then they're like, dude, that's a fucking purse. And I was like, oh, I totally just bought a purse. And I totally covered it up, and I said I bought it for my mom. And I did end up giving it to my mom, but I was like, fuck. That sucks, man. I was a little butthurt there, to be honest with you. But I know maybe my teammates were like, damn, Dom's fucking buying a purse. Little coin purse. That was when I was young. I was probably, that was just old enough to leave the nest. You know, where your parents are like, all right, you can go on that field trip, whatever. Or you can go to the tournament. But a lot of tribal families will let you go quick. They'll be like, okay, you could walk to your... I would walk to my grandpa's because it was real close, and I'd walk from the Boys and Girls Club home. I would also ride my bike around everywhere. But also I had rides everywhere, too. I'm not trying to act like I walked everywhere. But me and my brother definitely did have some great times walking around, and cousins, too. And we liked walking around as a kid. There's nothing better as a kid than, you know, when you first get your own money, or you scavenge the whole living room for change to just go down the Target or down to Albertsons or Walmart. You know, it was so cool to just walk there on your own. You didn't care if it was an hour away. You'd go get your own chips and your own pop. You thought you were a grown-up. That was my favorite time as a kid. Me and my cousins, we would walk to like the Dollar Tree, or we would walk to just some like Bartels and get some candy, and we'd walk back with our grocery bags filled with our Pringles and Gatorades for our Madden tournaments. And, dude, our NBA Live tournaments. Anyone remember NBA Live? NBA Live 05 with Carmelo on the front, or 04 with Vince Carter on the front? Damn, those were fun days. And then we got this tribal store, sooner. And then we started just getting rides there all the time. My cousin lived near the store. Shout out to the store, man. I've had a lot of experiences with that store. I've gone to the store actually many times. I'm smiling because, man, there's some good times and there's some, all right times. So I'd go to the store sometimes and not have money, and I remember my guy Chris would always, he'd be like, "It's cool, man. Just pay us next time." And I would always bring back, an extra $1 or $2 to tip my guy. And then one time at the store, man, I don't really know where I'm going with this part, but there was someone I thought was pretty cute at the store, and I talked to them, and that was pretty cool. That was all right. She was cool. She was real cool. Hope everything's going well over there. But yeah, there's a lot of great things that happened in stores, I should say. And I don't mean that in a weird way. I mean, there's a lot of smiles that have been exchanged, and, a lot of memories that have, regardless, even if I was young, stealing as a kid. I stole like a Reese's piece. No, not a Reese's piece. I stole an Airhead one time, and my cousin and I, we had to go return it back. And that sucks, but it was a learning experience. But damn, dude, I was trying to get that Mountain Berry. That blue Mountain Berry Airhead. I could be like a Raging Berry or Ravaging Raspberry. Blue raspberry. Blue raspberries aren't a thing, by the way. They're not. It's a fake artificial flavor. When I first figured that out, I think that was the day I got caught stealing that Airhead. I was like, dude, why did I stole a flavor that didn't even matter? Like, it's not even a real thing. Like, I stole blue raspberry. I was like, man, blue raspberries aren't a thing, and I'm out here stealing them. Like, that's when I think I gave up the stealing thing. But I was like 6. And I never really liked stealing anyway because it was the karma that's associated with it. I believe in karma. I believe in, treating people well, too. It does pay you back, and I know that is karma, but sorry for that pause there. You probably checked your phone to see if the thing was still working, huh? Keep your eyes on the road. Keep your eyes on your device. Don't worry, I'm just going to keep spitting stuff. But I'm really glad for everyone I've met and everything like that. But I remember one day, this was actually this week. I was just doing thing. I went out of my way to kind of spread the word for some people without them even asking. And obviously, I asked for their permission. And it helped me. It helped me feel good. And sometimes that's what it boils down to. And people, wonder if I do some shout-outs for clout. And that's never been the thing at all about that. It's like the opposite. It's for their clout. It's to help them out. Like, if I ever get to a point where I get big and my homies are like starting something creative and they need me to be like, yo, tell your people, be like, fuck yeah, I'll tell my people, dude. Or whoever's listening, because I know there's people out there who have actually listened to Dom Joseph podcast or DJP since episode fucking 1. And they've listened to every minute, and maybe there's some stories that you guys don't really agree with, or sometimes you're just bored of my voice, or sometimes you just really don't even know what I'm talking about, but you're still listening. And that's why I keep doing it. And it's just great. And I love helping people, man. It's one of my favorite things to do. So let's see what else we got here. I got some stuff written down. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got 3 things, 3 big things before we get into them questions, the porqués. I think that's a question. Porqué? Why? A little Spanish. Espanol. No me gusta escuela. So no, I don't like school. Mi abuelo. Dude, I'm sorry. I really want to meet a girl who can speak Spanish. Yeah. It's really cool when a girl can speak Spanish because then I can learn like another language. That's super cool. I mean, I'm not using them to learn another language, but it's just the way Espanol is pronounced. It has the way of the tongue there. It's pretty cool. It's a cool language. It's a faster language. Spanish is really fast. Like if I were to say today is gonna rain and it's gonna rain, and they're like blah blah blah, they just spit out it's like super like agua es sky, super cool, like, and they say it super fast. Like I don't like sounds lame compared to no me gusta or cantar is sing, like sing's like yeah I sing, and or Spanish is yo canto. I think that's super cool. I want to learn Spanish. I need to touch up on Spanish. And then I can go down the other country and speak some Spanish, and I think that'd be cool. I should learn some dancing too. That'd be cool too. Anyways, where was I going with that? Let me see. Oh yeah, this kind of ties into some of the questions that we will be getting. But Instagram has been doing this thing where they've been they cater the posts that they think you're going to like onto your timeline. And I understand that, and the advertisers, I get it. I get they should get their spot on their timeline. But Instagram does this thing where if you liked something, and my fucking horny ass fucking liked a girl in leggings one time, and Lord help me. Now every time I go to my explore page, it's just ass. And I fucking love ass, don't get me wrong, but when it's 99% ass, it almost makes me like a critique. I feel like I'm a booty critiquer now, man. Like I feel like almost like every ass I look at has to be perfect or I'm not going to like it. It's like it's crazy. It's insane. Like I like it, but fuck, it's numbing the Instagram a little bit to me. I'm like, dude, it's like I'd almost rather just look at it in real life than, obviously real life is obviously better, but what I'm saying is like it's nerfing it a little bit for me. Ass is rule, but whatever. I think you guys get the gist. It's like, okay, you guys you guys remember that one show where they say, well, yeah, I really like, it's like Home Improvement. They say, yeah, I like horses. And they're like, all right, well, move that bus. And then they move that bus and they go in the girl's room. It's just all horses. Like her bed's made out of horse. We made a bed frame with horses. We got Elmer's glue. We used only horsehair on your bed sheets. It's like, that's what it feels like. You like one thing on Instagram, it just force feeds you everything. Also, you could say Crocs into your phone and they're going to advertise the hell out of that. That's insane too. I swear I know advertisers do this because that's what I'm going into, like as a profession. But it's I sometimes think I don't even remember typing it or even saying it. Like in my head, I feel like sometimes advertisers are in my head. Like I'm like, yeah, I think I need to get an air mattress for next time someone comes over, in my head. And it pops up on my phone. Like, I mean, I get it if I type it, but come on. Like, do I have even my own MySpace now? MySpace kind of sounds like MySpace, actually. You guys remember that? What was your song on MySpace? My song on MySpace was, I think I had Shorty Like Mine by Bow Wow. That was my MySpace like login page. And then I think I had some Akon Smack That was on there. Yeah, those are probably the songs I had on my MySpace. And I guess what? I still listen to those songs. I have this thing too where I'm stuck in the damn 90s where I only listen to the music from that era. I'll listen to Usher, Akon, Fabulous, Lloyd, um, Ray J, um, R. Kelly sometimes comes in there. I don't condone what he does. Um, who else? It's just I have that playlist, and sometimes the BEP pops in too. Then Black Eyed Peas. Oh man, Black Eyed Peas were the cool. I really had a cool, weird I definitely legally downloaded the Black Eyed Peas album onto my iPod using that LimeWire. But then you know what? I went and bought the album too because I was like, I gotta support. I do remember buying it because it just felt cooler. What else? What else did I do as a kid that was kind of mischievous? I jailbreak my iPod. I jailbroke people's iPods, actually. If you're listening to this, I might have actually jailbroke your iPod at middle school. Jailbreaking iPods was my thing. I thought I was. Every time I'd hear a siren, I'd look both ways. I don't remember I don't know if any of you guys are jailbroke or anything or illegally downloaded a song, but as soon as you do that and you hear a police siren, you definitely think they're coming your way. And you hide under your blankets and you try to delete everything, and tell you what, they'd still know. But dude, I wonder how many people got caught. I actually know someone who said they know someone who got like a letter that said, hey, if you keep doing this, we're going to fucking do something. So that's another warning. So yeah, be on the lookout for that one. This weekend I ate pretty good. I just kind of had I had pizza and wings. That's pretty good. But I've had them the past 2 days, or like yesterday. Not that the day, but the day before. So like in the past 3 days, I've had it twice on the 1 and 3rd day. And treat yourself. But I didn't really feel great after them, but I ate them. There's a lot of things I kind of just ate as a kid too. Like I didn't really like lasagna, but I ate it. I mean, I bitched about it for probably 45 minutes while eating and before eating and after eating, but I did eat it because the garlic bread slapped. If you ever had any bad pasta but the garlic bread saves it, that is the savior. Garlic bread is the savior. You get garlic bread and a good pop or soda, you could choke down some bad lasagna. You could choke down some bad pasta. If you got some good garlic bread, you could put the garlic bread and put the spaghetti on top, the lasagna top, the raviolis, rigatoni on top, and you just hork it down like on Ratatouille when you have the strawberry and the cheese, and you're good. Garlic bread is a boat palate. And it just, sometimes I would just eat the garlic bread. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you did. And don't lie to me. Also, I'm pretty sure a lot of you people ate your whole Pop-Tart as a kid. I did not eat all of my Pop-Tart. I would only eat the edges of my Pop-Tart. I didn't fuck with the jelly in the middle. I'd only eat the crust. And then I'd have my little brother have the jelly part because he didn't care. He wasn't a picky guy like me, but I would just have, the Pop-Tart without the jelly in it. And I'm a weird guy. I get it. I also like pickles too. Pickle juice isn't terrible. I'll have pickle juice for days. I like cranberry juice. I guess that's not really that weird now. But yeah, dude, I love the ends of the Pop-Tarts. And I also am Team Strawberry on Pop-Tarts. Never eaten blue raspberry. Like blue raspberry, it's not a real flavor, so I don't eat it. I guess I've had blue raspberry Slurpees and stuff, but yeah, I would not get the blueberry one for sure. So I'm a big music person, and like I've told you guys before, what I listen to, and But there's a lot of people I've noticed who, I'm going to use Frank Ocean as an example. Frank Ocean put out Channel Orange, and it was a great album. Fantastic album. And then people, he didn't put anything out for 4 more years until he put out Blonde. And people were just harping this guy to put out new music. Same with J. Cole. Same with Drake every year. Like, let these people get a break. Let them get a heartbreak first. Let them get married. Let them have some kids before they have to write another album. I never know. They could be in a breakup right around the same time you do, and they release a banger album. But when you're rushing them to produce something, it's not gonna be as great as if they just take their time. Like when Kanye went to Hawaii to produce My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he took his time, and it was just work. And every album is a piece of work. So before you complain about making a person rush their album, think twice. I mean, they definitely can rush for it. But will it be the quality that you're liking? Because you don't want an album that just has one banger. You want an album with multiple bangers. And that could take some time. It really could take some time. So we are at the 31-minute mark. Let's get to these questions. All right. This question comes from Jackie S. Jackie with a Q. If you had to work but didn't need the money and you had money in your bank account, what would you do? Man, I feel like this is kind of like that B-movie question. Like, you got to pick a job. Because I don't think the Bs were working for money in that movie. They were just kind of working the work. They didn't really say how much they got paid. But honestly, I would do something involved with podcasting. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you got to get a real job. And tell you what, it is a real job. Marketing is a job. Self-brand, self-image is a job. Production, media, it's all a job. And I would love to do something involved with this. I got some big plans actually going with podcasting, and I don't want to say who it is and who I'm involved with the next steps possibly, but there's some great things going on and very big possibilities that could happen with podcasting for me. And anything that involves helping my family or tribe, I would love to do. They're number one in my mind. Next question comes from Random Anonymous. Wow. Don't know you, Random Anonymous, but thank you for the question. And by the way, Jackie, thank you so much for the question. I need to get in I need to get back in that mode of thanking questions, because I was reading, listening back to the old episodes, and I didn't say thank you before I moved on to the next question. So thank you very much. So Random Anonymous asks, is there an app that you hate to use, but you have to use it? Honestly, every damn app I use. I hate using Instagram. I hate using Twitter. I hate using Facebook. I hate using LinkedIn. I hate using TikTok, because it's just I just post to post, and then maybe that's why I don't get as well of activity on those apps, because I'm not really putting much effort into it, because all my effort goes into creating a good clip for you guys on Instagram. Because I know a lot of you guys don't have an hour and a half or 45 minutes to listen to a podcast, and I get it. Or you guys don't really know where to listen to one yet. Like, it took me a while to kind of find my spot to be comfortable with listening. It's kind of like reading sometimes. You can't just pick up a book and read it on the bench. I can't. There's some people who can, but you got to find your spot. Like, for me, listening to podcasts, I got to go to Walmart and shop. That's where I usually listen, or on a long drive. Or right before I go to sleep, watching YouTube for hours. That's a time I definitely do that. But my least favorite app to use is probably Twitter, because it seems really kind of dark, and even the people who are on there, it just kind of feels really social justice, and I'm all for that. Oh, okay, this is a good one. This one comes from Andrew W. I totally forgot who W is, but thank you, Andrew W. So this one is more of a longer question. So you see all these psychics in the world predicting this and predicting that, but why don't we see a psychic winning the lottery because they called the lottery tickets? Are psychics real? Are they lying to us? Wow, this is a really good question. Yeah, why the hell have we not seen any psychic people win the lottery? Now I'm starting to think it's all a scam. It's a scam. Being a psychic, I think, might be a scam. Because if they can't predict the winning lottery numbers, then what are they psychic for? To tell me maybe I'll die in 17 years by a tragic event? I mean, that very well could happen, but why aren't you predicting that? Damn, yeah, that's a good question. Maybe they are scamming us. Or maybe, like, if they do that, it's like a curse. You know? Maybe if they do tell us the winning lottery numbers, there's a payback for it. And that could be it. That might be it. Anyways, man, this has been episode 36 of the Dom Joseph Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Again, we are on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah, we're on it all, man. We're even on the TikTok grind. If you guys are interested in podcasts, want to be part of the team, let me know. Message, check out domjosephpodcast.com to apply to be on the show, and or message me, text me, call me, page me. Don't got a pager, but you mean if you join my team and that's the only way you can get a hold of me, maybe I got to get a pager. That's for damn sure. But thank you guys so much for listening. This has been 36, and have a great day.